In today's wrap-up, a record high 452 new cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed. Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan has made a speech on the situation. An incident has taken place in the southern region of Syunik, and a 17% drop in economic activity was recorded in the month of April. The Health Ministry has confirmed 452 new cases of COVID-19, the highest ever amount of daily new cases recorded in Armenia. Thus, the total number of cases has risen to 7,113. 81 more recoveries were reported and 6 deaths, which is also the highest ever daily death toll recorded. Health Minister Vardan Petrosyan raised the alarm about the growing strain new cases are putting on Armenia's healthcare system, stating that only 26 intensive care unit beds are available, with 154 already occupied. Moreover, the town of Sevan has been placed under lockdown after a spike in cases there. Travel to and from the lake town will now be restricted. In some good news, however, health authorities have reported that a 13-day-old baby has recovered from COVID-19, marking the youngest ever patient to recover. And on top of this, a 96-year-old man has recovered, marking the oldest ever patient to recover. An outbreak has also occurred at the Mari Izmirlian orphanage, where 15 cases have been confirmed. Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan made a speech to Armenians in a Facebook livestream and spoke about the situation regarding the epidemic. Pashinyan justified the government's decision to lift the lockdown for economic reasons, adding that the country has one of the lowest inflation rates in the world and most stable national currencies. The PM spoke about the importance of individual responsibility and that businesses that do not follow anti-epidemic rules will be forced to close. He also added that mask-wearing rules should be observed, and if more than one person is in a car, then all passengers should be wearing a mask. This comes as 46 catering facilities throughout Armenia had to close for 24 hours by order of the commandment of the state emergency Tigran Avinyan. Pashinyan also spoke about the growing number of daily new cases, stating that 75 to 80% of these positively tested people were coming from industrial workplaces and the service sector, and not from random sources, thus making contact tracking and containment slightly easier for health authorities. An incident has taken place in relation to 2 towns in the southern region of Syunik. Reports emerged that 3 residents of the town of Kajaran were apprehended by police and taken to a police station in the nearby town of Kapan. Later, they were released but had injuries and stated that those injuries had been caused by the police who apprehended them in a violent manner whilst using profanities. According to the Human Rights Defender's Office, a criminal case has been initiated and the police presence in the town has increased. The incident resulted in protests outside the police department where the incident took place, with residents of Kajaran travelling to Kapan to voice their outrage. This comes as more concerns are being raised about the state of policing in Armenia and the need for police reform, and the ability to prevent the escape of corrupt officials have also been put into question in recent months. Armenia has recorded a 17% drop in economic activity in the month of April. A lockdown was enforced throughout that month and was only lifted at the start of May. Armenia is forecast to go into recession, with the EBRD predicting a contraction of 3.5% in 2020, while government forecasts point to a negative growth rate of 2%. These developments have challenged previous predictions that Armenia would enjoy positive growth rates in 2020, despite the economic ramifications of the ongoing global coronavirus crisis. Some of the causes of this economic downturn are the reduction in remittances coming from Russia, a major reduction in tourism, and a fall in commodity prices. Having said this, many forecasts are predicting that Armenia's economy will rebound in 2021, with a 4.8% positive growth rate predicted by the IMF. And finally, SiViLNeT's team visited the seamstresses of the Nor Arev company. Several Syrian Armenian women are now spending 8 hours a day sewing masks, but used to make clothes and eco-bags before the pandemic. With support from the UNHCR, they produce around 100 to 200 masks a day. Once the masks are ready, they are sent to NGOs and are either sold or donated.